I got $100 for the first bloke that can tell me something about a girl named... Fuck.
You scared? Yeah, you scared, ain't you, bitch nigga? I can smell the bitch in you. Ooh, that vintage bitch.
To be honest, I hate these two fat son bitches so goddamn much that this video is not even about to have no goddamn background music. They don't deserve that shit. Tweedle Dum and Tweedle goddamn Dee is one of the most aggravating ass duos I ever seen in a video game. Like, for real, every single time they pop up on the screen, I get fucking aggravated. Like, for some reason, I don't know what it is. It's just the accent, the way they look. They built funny as hell, like, god damn. And don't even get me started on that infamous scene, which I got mad at them the most. These two even had the balls to fight Big B one-on-one, and they decided to shoot this man over and over and over again. Couldn't even fight the Fade one-on-one. They went ahead and got some little shotguns and shot BB ass up. I don't care what nobody say, that was a punk move, and that was a coward move too, cause that don't make no goddamn sense. And to be honest with you, I already knew Snow White was gonna be tripping if I killed that motherfucker, Tweedle goddamn Dum. But just for the sake of me getting overly emotional, I killed the bitch out of that motherfucker, man. I ain't give a fuck, man. I know Snow White was gonna be tripping, but I did not care. I killed that motherfucker anyway.
Hey, take your ball, boy.
Fuck you,
It just feels so good to get that motherfucker up out of here. I hated her so much. And yes, I know Snow White was gonna be tripping. Or at least I thought she was tripping at the time. But no, it turns out she wasn't really tripping off of it like that, so it was good. But then Bloody Mary came out of nowhere, and she gonna get her video right after this, don't even worry about it. But good God almighty, I hated these two. But anyway, let's go and get to the video for real this time. And here's the thing. They should have been more interesting, in my opinion. They are based on the Tweedle brothers from Alice in Wonderland, so there's a lot of potential there. They could have, like, been weird, quirky characters with some depth to them, but instead they just come off as two over-the-top, one-note villains. Like, every time they open their goddamn mouth, I just get this overwhelming sense of, shit, here we go again. I mean, they don't even feel threatening. They just loud and obnoxious for no reason. What also bugged me is how persistent they were. They were literally just, like, as soon as you thought that you finally got rid of them, there they go again. Boom, there they go again. Popping up like they are some kind of a bad joke that just never end. And it's not like they ever grow or change as characters either. Baby just shuts them down, but they always come back for more. Pause. The same tired insults, the petty ass threats, it honestly started to feel like I was just playing a waiting game for them to get out of the picture. Like, the whole twin dynamic could have been fun, but instead it just felt repetitive, because the way they finish each other's sentences and all that, the way they just mirror each other's actions, it gets old and fast. They don't even bring anything fresh to the table too, especially after the Crooked Man showed up. They don't bring anything fresh to the table. It's just the same irritating back and forth over and over. I get that they're supposed to be intimidating in their own, like, little funny goofy way, but all they just kept thinking to me was just shut the fuck up. Like, hush. Like, I just got little patience for folks like that. You loud and obnoxious, I can't stand you. To be honest here, other than them being fabled characters, what are they even doing in the story? Like, I never felt like they were even pushing the plot forward in the first place. At first, I thought they had a little something there with Faith's husband, depending on your choice. My choice was to go see what Toad got going on first, and then later on we went to Faith's husband's house, and then he ended up pew pew, if you know, you know. But other than that, they weren't even added anything meaningful. In fact, they just kept getting in the way, to be honest with you, of much interesting characters and plot lines. They are supposed to, like, be these menacing figures working for the Crooked Man, but they just come off as more as an annoying distraction than anything else. They basically just lackeys of the Crooked Man, basically light work, like Zarbon and Tutorial for Dragon Ball Z. Like, it was honestly frustrating because the game has so much to offer, and these two felt like they were just there to waste my goddamn time. I'm not saying that they completely pointless after all. Every game does need some type of antagonist or a group, but in this case, Tweedle Dee and Tweedle Dum just didn't even hit the mark for me personally. They were more just frustrating and threatening, more annoying than interesting. I just couldn't get into the dynamic, and every time they just showed up, I couldn't help but just feel like the story was just beginning to be dragged down a little bit. And I get it, because you know they're supposed to be buffoons, but the way that they were written just didn't work for me. Their presence in the game ended up feeling like filler more than anything else. I wanted to move forward with the story, and instead I kept getting pulled into the same tiring and routine with these two fat son bitches. The Wolf Among Us is an incredible game. The storytelling, the characters, and the atmosphere is all top notch. But for me, Tweedle Dee and Tweedle Dum were one of the biggest frustrations in the game for me personally. They just didn't hit the mark, and every time they showed up, it just took me out of the experience. I get that they were meant to be these quirky antagonists, but for me, they just didn't land.